Dear President Putin, my dear friend, I am very glad to see you in an online format on the eve of the Chinese New Year. At the threshold of the new year, it is the right time to summarize the results and plan for the future. In 2024, we met 3 times in Beijing, Astana, and Kazan, and reached a number of important agreements. We solemnly celebrated the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Russia. China-Russia relations, whose core is eternal good neighborliness and friendship, comprehensive strategic interaction, mutually beneficial cooperation, and a win-win partnership, are gaining new vitality. The Year of Culture of China and Russia is full of bright moments. Bilateral, practical cooperation is steadily expanding. Mutual trade maintains a strong growth trend, and the eastern route of the China-Russia gas pipeline was launched at full capacity ahead of schedule. Both sides closely cooperate within the framework of the UN, SCO, BRICS, and other international platforms, which brings more positive energy to the reform and improvement of the global governance system. This year is marked by the 80th anniversary of the victory of the Chinese people in the War of Resistance against Japanese aggression, the victory of the Soviet Union in the Great Patriotic War, the victory in the World Anti-Fascist War, as well as the 80th anniversary of the UN. Together with our Russian colleagues, we will support the UN-centered international system, uphold the victory of World War II, won with the blood and lives of millions, and defend the rights of China and Russia as founding countries of the UN and permanent members of the Security Council. In the new year, I am ready to work with you to elevate China-Russia relations to new heights. Counter external uncertainties while maintaining the stability and resilience of our relations. For the development and prosperity of our two countries. International justice and equality. Thank you.
Dear Chairman Xi Jinping, dear friend, I sincerely welcome you and appreciate the opportunity to have a conversation in line with our established good tradition at the beginning of the year. To summarize the past period and outline new plans for the development of the Russia-China Comprehensive Partnership and strategic interaction. I agree with you that the foundation of Moscow-Beijing cooperation is a broad commonality of national interests and a shared vision of how relations between major powers should be. We build our ties on the principles of friendship, mutual trust and support, equality, and mutual benefit. These ties are self-sufficient, independent of domestic political factors and the current global situation. Their comprehensive strengthening fully corresponds to the goals of the integrated development of Russia and China and the improvement of the well-being of our peoples. I believe that the past year was very productive for us. We widely celebrated the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations. During my visit to China in May, we jointly launched a large-scale project of cross years of culture. We had fruitful negotiations in July on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Astana, as you just mentioned. And, of course, I was glad to meet with you in Kazan in October. Taking this opportunity, I would like to once again thank you for supporting Russia's Brics presidency. We coordinate our actions on other multilateral platforms. At the United Nations and its Security Council, within the SCO, the G20, and APEC together, we advocate for building a more just multipolar world order, working to ensure indivisible security in the Eurasian space and the world as a whole. It can be said with confidence that Russia-China foreign policy coordination and joint efforts objectively play an important stabilizing role in international affairs. At the end of the year, despite external negative influences, we achieved new strong results in mutual trade. Although we have only counted data for 11 months so far, trade turnover showed a growth of more than 7% and exceeded $220 billion. According to Chinese statistics, for the full year, it reached almost $245 billion. The People's Republic of China is our main trading partner, while Russia has firmly taken 5th place among China's trade counterparts. China is the largest consumer of Russian energy resources. We hold the leading position in oil exports to China. 5 years ago, we jointly launched the Power of Siberia gas pipeline, and today, Russia ranks first in natural gas supplies to China. In December 2024, a roadmap was signed for the implementation of a comprehensive cooperation program on fast neutron reactors and the closed nuclear fuel cycle. These are the technologies of the future for nuclear energy. Successful joint projects are being implemented in industry, transport, agriculture, and other areas. The practice of holding Made in Russia product fairs in Chinese provinces has proven to be effective. Humanitarian ties are expanding. As part of the Cross Years of Culture, over 130 events have already been held in both countries, according to the Russian plan alone. Reciprocal tourist flows, sports, and educational exchanges are growing. Mr. Chairman, this year we are preparing to solemnly commemorate the 80th anniversary of the Great Victory. The memory of it is sacred to the peoples of our countries, who fought a bloody battle against aggressors and, at the cost of immense sacrifices, defeated the enemy. We cannot allow the ideology of fascism, Nazism, and militarism to rise again. It is important to carefully preserve and defend historical truth, together with our like-minded partners. Dear friend, I would now like to personally congratulate you and the friendly Chinese people on the New Year 2025 and the upcoming Spring Festival. Let me wish you good health and, as they say in China, success in 10,000 endeavors, and wish your people peace and prosperity.